Welcome to my October's movies, TV shows, even some poetry and things that will scare you or are funny or are psychologically odd or just something to make your October a pretty amazing time. So we're going to go over some of these shows and these movies that actually influenced me as a young girl, as movies will do, as TV shows will do. Let us light the candle. We want to be able to talk about all manner of things scary. We have with us many visitors. We have my assistant, who is here to make sure that I tell you the story correct. We have all manners of things that are going to help me, and we're going to regale you with amazing movies that you should not miss this Halloween month. So what is my earliest memories? My earliest memories is, of course, Dark Shadows with Barnabas Collins, the sexy vampire man. Now, this is a show that started running in 1966 when I was 6 years old to 1971. So it was basically, in essence, a soap opera, a gothic soap opera. In the second years when Barnabas Collins entered the show, and that's when it became popular. Now, there is a whole psychological thing about what does it mean to love vampires and the dark and the blood and blah, blah, whatever. But I'm here to say, as a 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old, he was very, very cute and was very mysterious and very scary. But there's also werewolves, parallel universes, there's zombies, there's ghosts, there's time travel, there's intrigue, and there's witches, and there's all manner of things because, as a soap opera, it's very complicated. It's not like, sexy as he is, Johnny Depp 1 hour movie just doesn't cover it, but Barnabas Collins does. So there's Barnabas Collins, there's Angelique, his love, and then there's other people around him that are wanting to destroy him, and then his love cures him of being a vampire, but then a witch gets involved and all manner of mayhem and horrible things happen. But it is very, very good. So if you can find the series, definitely delve into it, because it is a very, very old, black and white for the most part, TV show that really, really was quite famous up until towards the end, and then they did weird things, which is usually what happens with the series. So that was the number one thing. So also through 1963 was Twilight Zone and Night Gallery and Alfred Hitchcock. So Alfred Hitchcock was like the Psycho, and then the one that really, really to this day bothers me is the birds. So whenever I see a big, huge flight of birds everywhere, that's the first thing I think of. Are they coming to peck my eyes out? They were chasing people through their town. They were attacking them through chimneys with their beaks, beating down wooden doors. They were getting into phone booths, and women are running and screaming, and eyeballs are missing, and tongues are missing, and people are screaming. It was very traumatic. And even now, I can see that. And I think almost everybody knows about the movie, The Birds. Psycho? Who doesn't know Psycho? The famous shower scene, which is why I couldn't watch it. It's like, oh my God, the shower scene. I have somebody stand there guard while I'm taking a shower. So those are the two that as I was growing up. Then when I got into teenhood, of course, was... let me go back to Twilight Zone and Night Gallery. So Rod Serling created Twilight Zone, which is more of a science fiction fantasy and a lot of weird things happening, like futuristic. And then he did Night Gallery, which, if you were around that time, he would come on. He was a very sexy man too. Rod Serling was very, very cute. So I could watch him too. But Night Gallery would have a painting, and the painting would then be a reflection of what the story was going to be about. So often this painting was very, very weird. And from what I understand, their paintings are still out there. People own some of the paintings and they're for sale, etc. But his was more about the supernatural, the scary, the more of that kind of side. So he did both of those shows, and those are the two things that he ventured to. So that is going to be part one of our what movies and TV shows you should not miss. And we will see you for part two.